where love is.
Stereo sound of Pittsburgh, 102.5.
WDVE is a 55,000-watt stereo friend. Do you need a friend? Then let me introduce you to WDVE Pittsburgh. No other radio station can make that statement.
This is the who.
You know you got to have that.
David Bowie on WDVE.
And you're listening to 102. Let me do it again.
W.
Rolling Stones.
Hi, this is Mick Jagger here on WDVE.
WDVE used to be new by a group called the Doobie Brothers.
This is Steve Walsh of the band Kansas.
WDVE. We love you!
WDVE was, yes, the now classic Queen record.
This is Tull.
Mr. Bruce Springsteen. Cool.
Angus Young and Brian Johnson from AC/DC. Hey, WDVE Rock.
Hello, this is Sting.
Hey, you guys.
DVE Rocks.
Hi, DVE.
Hello, DVE.
Hi, DVE.
Howdy.
1 hour reels of tape. We duplicate them and send them out to all of the ABC-owned FM stations. The love format, because, you know, this was the love generation.
Love feels like love.
Stereo 102 and a half.
I needed to find one host disc jockey. The person that was hired was John Rydgren.
I read some of my poetry and prose, and you read some of yours. It was a beautiful day for me. This is Brother John.
But it was still, you know, not local. It wasn't live, and that was a problem. We decided to hire disc jockeys in every market.
Carolyn Smith, Buddy Rich, Jesse, Ted Ferguson, Don Davis. Music. WDVE, Pittsburgh, the radio station.
Here's what's going down around town.
Did you ever wish you could go up to somebody and ask them what was going through their head?
Good evening, it's Dwight Douglas on WDVE. Here's Yes.
We came up with WDVE because DVE stood for Dove, the Dove of Peace.
Nobody really said anything back then, but it was the way that you said it. We all whispered. We all sounded terrible, save for these handful of guys. Jimmy Roach being one of them.
The first rock and roll DJ I ever heard was me, so I had to construct myself from nothing. I was on 6 to midnight, and I turned all the lights out, and I just had little tiny lights over the turntable. And that mood slows you down. That was just the way I talked.
Jimmy Roach, Rocket Stereo, WDVE. This is part 2 of the Mountain Jam for me to Peach, which ought to make your nose bleed. So keep your head tilted backwards.
I'd be going out on a date or going to some school dance. And those guys, the Jimmy Roaches, the Steve Hansons, the Dan Formentos, the Marcys, the Denise Olivers, the Jessies, they were like the coolest people on earth.
Hi, I'm Denise Oliver on WDVE, where you can hear quadraphonic vibrations tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. on The Jim Roach Show.
This Sunday is also Bong Day, a full 25% off on all bongs and water pipes. Plus, you always get free screens with every pipe purchase.
Good morning, night people. I'm Terry Kaywood. Welcome to WDVE's Album Hour.
We're about to get underway with the first ever live radio half hour with Steve Martin.
Say, Trevor,
yes,
is this AM radio?
This is FM radio.
Oh,
frequency
great.
modulated.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
We can lay back a little bit.
WDVE's first live concert broadcast. It's really a success.
Good evening. Welcome to the concert. I'm Dan Fermento from WDVE. Thank you.
Once the band was set up and they did their sound check and they had left the stage, we would hurry up and put our own mics up. We basically double mic'd everything, and we did our own mix. We recorded straight to a 2-track.
WDVE Pittsburgh with Friday Night Live and a gem from Kansas that our staff recorded in October 1976.
Terry would give away flowers during the lunch hour. And then that ran its course after 4 weeks. And then they were kicking around for another idea.
For the next 60 minutes, you are in
an era where things are very slowly tightening and becoming programmed and becoming more focused. To be handed an hour to do anything I wanted was kind of cool.
The Electric Lunch, an entire hour of classic 60s rock. At noontime every weekday here on WDVE.
Was it your own trip?
One guy said to me probably about 10 years ago, this had to do with requests on the Electric Lunch. Michelle, when I was trying to hit on my wife for the very first time, you played me a song. And then when we got engaged, I called in and you played us a song. And when we got married, I called in and you played us a song. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
It was just the ultimate truth in advertising thing. I think it was one day after we did a bit and just looked at each other like, God, that was bad.
Sometimes they're funny.
Sometimes they're boring.
Really, I'm probably just looking for a word that rhymed with morning.
Jimmy and Steve in the morning. WDVE.
I got carried away. Let's try one more just for laughs, huh? I won't cup my ear. Wake up rockin' with the DVE Morning Show.
For the comedy, you know, you got to have that.
Yes.
McDermott, yes, boss.
Green skies will love us.
Love the show.
Our first answer is
You're
watching DVE TV.
Thank you very much.
This is really spontaneous. This is the moment of spontaneity.
Well, let's do it.
The DVE guitar is in the studio. Stevie goes, "What's that?" I quickly explain it to him. He picks it up, he tunes it, plugs it in. Chris Layton, his drummer, gets the yellow pages, a mic is on that, and they play.
All right. 50,000 watts.
I majored in broadcasting, radio, and it freaked my father especially. What, you're getting into radio? We're not sending you to college to get into radio.
John Entwistle of The Who. John, what memories you must have playing with one of the greatest bands that will ever be. Over the years, when Pandemonium was breaking out on stage and things got wild, you were the steady hands.
I was the one that was playing.
You want to give us the call letters?
Yes, you are on 10.
Come on.
2.5. DVE.
If you could buy, I'm sure they'd sell.
The DVE Charity Jam and Auction for Toys for Tots.
This is Dom and Billy from The Decade, and we just wanted to present $2,100 that we had our charity jam.
I'm just having a blast. I hope you guys are too.
It was Dom DeSilvio who came to us and said, I want to do a charity concert at The Decade. It was a phenomenal night. Room is packed.
865 donors gave $886,825.
The total for the DVE Rocks for Children's Radiothon for 2019.
We love you, listeners. You are the best.
We love you.
The best.
Stones for Children. There is so much talent here in Pittsburgh. I just urge you to support their bands, like we've supported Joe Grishecki and the House Rock.
All these Pittsburgh bands are beginning to make it. I was talking to Joe Grishecki last night. Me and Joe.
Yeah, you're tight. You're tight, right?
Tonight feels like the good old days back at The Decade. Like we've supported the Clark. Like to say hi to everybody out there listening to the radios right now. Come on down, we're having a good time.
I have known Randy now for probably 13 years. And the reason I've always had a place to come and perform in Pittsburgh is because of him. I've known Bill just as long. I toured on the road with Bill. And then Bill and Randy started working together. I'm being dead serious. You guys are one of the last bastions of hope for radio. You are the last fun place to go. Can someone grab me a beer? Just a beer from the green room?
WDVE Pittsburgh. DVE Rocks.
It was a family, a fraternity. It was a really special time, something larger than any one of us.
80 to 86 are very distinct for me. You know, it helps to be funny, it helps to do interesting, unique things, but the audience loves to hear two friends with each other, two friends who clearly like each other.
I'm not doing anything great for anybody in life. All I'm doing is playing Led Zeppelin. And then somebody explained to me, if you're having a crap day at work or your life is crap, if you can play a song that makes somebody happy, that's not a small thing.
I thought, in another 5 or 10 years, this will all be forgotten, and that'll be the end of that.
If you go back and listen to that stuff, I'm sure that some of it will make you laugh. And if you were there and heard it the first time, it would definitely make you laugh. But the show itself, the humor certainly changes with the time.
times, and the whole feel to a radio show is innately temporary.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Ringo. How are you?
Ringo here.
What would you be doing now if you hadn't played music?
You know, I always wanted to play drums. You know, I feel I'd still be playing. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was going to get quite so big, you know. That's the happiest I am is when I'm playing. You know, I mean, my dream came true. I wanted to be a drummer. I wanted to play with great musicians, and that certainly came about.
How would you want to be remembered?
As 6'8" and adorable.
That's what it sounded like if you were there.
WDVE, Pittsburgh. DVE's right there with me, man.
I love DVE.
Love DVE. Been listening to it since 1970.
Other people in radio talk about DVE around the country, that we still manage to survive and we thrive in Pittsburgh thanks to you guys. Thank you very much to you guys.
This is love.
Be careful in the hot rods.
Just like that breath, we'll be back tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Rock on.
Sleep tight and don't let anything bite.
Calls always mean so much in here each afternoon, guys.
You stay classy, Pittsburgh. WDVE operates with studio transmitter link WDT 42. WDVE Pittsburgh now leaves the air.